All right, guys. Let me ask you this question. I might have asked this question many times, okay? But it's simple. What is your big challenge? Like, what is the big challenge? From where I'm looking at it, Damir, I think you know how to look for deals.
Mhm.
In fact, Nimbus has become very, very good. They even give you, maybe not as accurate, but they do give you phase one due diligence.
Yeah.
Okay. So you don't have to even do due diligence. Yes, those numbers are not accurate, I must say.
Mhm.
They are probably, if we are lucky, maybe 90% accurate.
Mhm.
But 90% accurate is still good enough. It's still good enough to approach a landlord. Okay.
Exactly.
Why aren't you doing it? What is the challenge?
The challenge is, like I told you, just this day-to-day job, for example. When you
Yeah, so
want
there's
to,
no cash flow. No
yeah,
cash
no
flow.
cash flow. Yeah, that's the truth. Yeah, the point, because when I work for the cash flow, then I don't have time for this. When I do this, then it is a little bit longer on the horizon. And then I can do it for some time, and then after I have to spend time in other activities. Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
And Anara, what is your big challenge?
When we met, I think not last time, previous time on the phone, I found the site and I couldn't calculate GDV. The formula is understanding, but how to do this, and then to do reverse engineering also before you realize if this deal is like you can make money or not. Maybe the land will be too expensive or something like this. What this GDV and reverse analysis, this is problem for me. Yeah.
All right. Okay. See, I'm going to give you some constructive feedback, guys. Okay.
Okay.
Now, first of all, again, this is not criticism. This is
Uh-huh.
constructive feedback. There's a big difference. Okay.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. So, Kanara, you need to listen sometimes carefully. Okay.
Uh-huh.
There are already videos in the internal trainings where I've covered in detail how to reverse engineer an appraisal.
Okay, I will do
There
it.
are already videos there. Okay.
Okay.
There are spreadsheets that you can use. There are, it's all there. You don't need to.
Okay.
You don't need to think. Okay, I don't know it. The only time I would accept you saying I don't know how to do this, if you go to that session, find that session, watch it, and then come back with maybe 2 or 3 specific questions. Say, this is what I didn't understand from when you were sharing. That's when I can say, okay, yes, it makes sense. From where I'm looking at it at the moment, you've not watched the videos.
Not all of them. No.
Okay,
I was. Yeah. I have to. I realized it. I have to. Yes, because I was out of the country and now I'm a bit busy. But I realize I have to. Without that, I cannot move.
Let me share something with you, okay? In property, you only need 2 skills, right? In fact, you need only 2 skills in any business in the world, but let's say property, right? One is persuasion skills. That means getting a yes from an investor and getting a yes from a landlord. Okay? And the second skill is more like the hard skill, which is being able to analyze deals and being able to make a deal profitable. Now, if you look at both of these skills, soft skill, hard skill, right? Negotiation skills, persuasion skills, same. And then you've got the hard skills of the property, which is understanding how to find a deal and then being able to analyze. And the negotiation part is the soft skill, but then making a deal profitable is again the hard skill. Okay. When I say hard skill, we're talking about personal skills and professional skills, right? Not hard as in hard. Okay.
Yes. Understanding.
You just need to focus and say, how do I learn these 2 skills? Yes, it has lots of subcategories. And I shared with you previously as well, right? Anyone who comes to me and says, well, I don't know this, and if there are videos out there already, I say, look, with all due respect, you need to go and watch that video, because I don't want to necessarily go through something again just because you've not watched something that's already there. Okay. I did an analysis on a deal about a month ago, and it was in Watford on Finch Lane, which actually turned out to be unprofitable. Okay, so barely had like 6 or 7% profit margin on the GDP. Took me about an hour to do the due diligence. I didn't even use Nimbus Maps for that. I just used Google, right? But with Nimbus Maps, you can do a lot more. There's a lot more. It's a faster process. Also, Nimbus Maps gives you, well, now you literally see the first phase due diligence done on the portal for you. You don't have to do anything. Okay. Yes, you still need to go through the phase 2 due diligence, which is where the steps, planning gain steps come in, right? So when you look at the planning steps sheet, I was looking at it yesterday, where I read the first few steps, which is, make sure you've read your NNPF, national policy, and your local policy, and all of that, right? That stuff you just have to do anyway, because if you don't understand the national policy, you don't understand the local policy, or you don't understand the legal view of a government policy, right? Then you really should be sitting there and reading all of this stuff, right? So when you look at the steps of planning gain sheet, the first 5 are just those. And then after that, the 7 steps, Nimbus Maps does it for you. Okay. So you can actually see a pop-up on the right-hand side when you click on a deal, potential deals. It just gives you the numbers on the GDV potential. Again, I'll repeat, those numbers on Nimbus Maps are assumptive, and you do need intimate knowledge of the area. Okay. So they might sometimes write, 800 a square foot, while when you go and check, you're going to struggle to sell it for 700. Okay. So you want to double check them. I would say, from my observation, the limited number of deals that I've seen on the portal, they are about 90% accurate, which is still very good for you to look at the spreadsheet that's been shared with you by Nisha, okay? And say, I'm going to go and approach this landlord. Okay? If you don't have the letters, ask me. I will give you the letters that you need, that you can, if let's say you go there and then there's no one there, that you can post a letter, or you can post a small postcard. Ask me them. I will show you what to write on them. Okay? I already have all of this in my inbox. Okay? You already have the spreadsheet. Remember, your job is not to talk about money. Your job is to just make an initial contact and build some rapport. Okay? Do not talk about money, because with phase 1 due diligence, we still don't know enough detail to come up with exact numbers. Does that make sense? Tamir, are you clear on what I'm trying to share? Yeah, clear. Okay, because remember, if let's say you make a contact, the guy is impulsive, he asks you, so what are you gonna give me for my site? And you give him a number, and then we go back and do some due diligence, and we can't give that number, you're not gonna bring that guy down on the numbers. Because once you give a number, they will just stick to that number.
Yeah. True.
Okay? Do not give them a number. Our job initially, when you're making initial contact, is just go in there, build some rapport, get to know that person a little bit, and then just ask. It's just almost like you're using the GROW model to understand their thought process. Okay? Have they been approached by someone else? What is it that they are thinking about the site? Do they even know if it has potential? Stuff like that. Are you planning to do maybe develop yourself? Ask them that. Okay, because if they're looking to develop themselves, then we're wasting our time. Okay. But do not talk about money, and just build rapport, and then arrange a call with me. Let me do the negotiation. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay? That is the flow we want to take. Let me take you back to the sheets. I'm going to share my screen. Just give me 1 sec, guys.
You're skiing. You're skiing.
I'm skiing. Oh, I was
No,
paragliding,
this-
yes.
Especially in Delhi.
you went to Himalayas, no?
In fact, it's a very interesting place. It's called Bir. It's the world's second highest natural paragliding space. In fact,
really?
paragliding World Cup or whatever it is happening in Bir as we speak, I think.
I see. Okay.
So I did paragliding. That was interesting. Yeah. Guys, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so if I open your sheet, Anara, you've got, let me see how many deals you've got at the moment.
About
100 and, yeah, let's say a little over 100, yeah?
yes.
Okay.
Nisha send me also.
Yeah. So it's got title number, site size, site usage, purchase price, potential purchase price, assumptive, profits in the deal, average residential sales price in the region, assumed new build sale price, local estimated conversion cost, number of flats. Just give me 1 second.
1 second, I will open now.
Yeah, sorry about this. Number of potential flats that you can get. Development completed by, these are previous gross development value, GDV, build cost, allowance after profit, approximate roof space value, estimated cost to buy and extend, estimated cost to buy and convert, rateable value, estimated sales value. Okay, can you see it's gone all the way to T with the detail that we are covering, Anara?
I'm opening.
Yeah, so you need to read before you approach a landlord. Okay, so imagine if you were reading this first deal, Torrington Lodge car park, Hare Lane. It's a car park space. Yeah.
Yes.
And then it doesn't have a purchase price. She might have not got it. And there's no other stats. All it says is you can get about 5 flats there. And she either could not get any more detail or she's not filled it. We'll find out.
Okay.
Okay. Work with Nisha on this, right? So we've got all the detail before we approach someone. If one of the deals is written here and all the details is not there, so for example, this one, right, number 26, seems like there is almost all the information there. Well, at least most of it.
26.
Yeah.
I have this.
Number 27 has approximate roof space value.
I can see more information.
Yeah. See, the reason I'm saying is do not approach anyone if you don't have the full information. Okay. If you don't have full information and you're looking to approach that landlord, either ask me or ask Nisha. Okay. So we can work towards this. Okay.
Okay. Maybe to start with a site where more information. Start from that side.
Yeah. So go on the spreadsheet.
Yes.
And pick where you want to start from. It doesn't really matter where you start from.
Yeah. Okay.
All we want to do is approach these landlords, find out what their thinking process is, write it on the sheet, please. Because if you approach someone, you don't write it on the sheet, I would never know.
Okay.
Okay.
And I have to go. I have to send the letter firstly, and then
No, you need to start visiting first. You do not send letters
visiting.
now.
Okay.
If you go
Number
to the
one,
site, and
visiting. Mhm.
if you go to the site and if there's no one there, then you send it. You either leave a letter or a postcard.
Okay.
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 Ask me for the content of the letter and the postcard, and I'll give it to you.
Yeah.
Don't ask me today. Ask me tomorrow. Okay.
Visit.
But I'll give you that content. Okay.
Okay. No worries.
Likewise, if I close this,
Then
one sec. I
JD.
close this sheet, and if I open Buckinghamshire,
Mhm.
if I open Buckinghamshire,
Mhm.
it's got 139, so shy of 140. Yeah.
But you sent me this with Slough and Kent link.
Kent.
Yeah, there is some.
I've
Yeah, this.
I've not.
Yeah, what I've got.
I've not covered Kent.
Well, I don't know. There is like 10 odd properties in Kent.
She might have
Yeah,
made an
you
error.
just open. I'll tell you. If you
She might have
open
made an error. So which
the
one are you looking at? Buckinghamshire one, right?
yeah, what I have the access for. I'll tell you. I told you that
Which one do you
I
have?
got
That's the question.
Berkshire planning gain. I got the
So
access for
Berkshire.
that.
So Damir, I took the Berkshire and
Yeah.
I've given it to Farouk. From where I'm looking at it, I'm not sure how active Farouk is. Okay.
No,
So you
but
can actually get
I don't
access to
have
both.
Buckingham. I don't have Buckinghamshire
You
because
don't have Buckinghamshire.
you revoked the permission on the previous sheet. That was with hotels and planning gains and all these planning permissions. This you revoked. I don't have this one. And then you gave me this Berkshire one. And in Berkshire one, if you check on the, I put the link in the document, Berkshire planning gain. And if you open it, then you would see that there are different.
Yeah. Okay. Well, she might have. Yeah. I can see TN13. She's got lost, I think.
Yeah. So
Don't worry. I'll tell Nisha. Don't worry about that.
Like you'll sell 600-700 of these.
I didn't see 600-700. I can see about 100.
Here? No,
Let me
this
see.
like 300-400.
No. Initially they are Slough.
Yeah.
And then later on it's a few. I think I can see about 100 of them. Then it's
100
Slough again.
of
So
which one? Because if I check on the there is like a number of properties in Sevenoaks, like 20 of them in Sevenoaks.
yeah, I think she's got lost on some
There
of
are
these deals.
few in this.
I can see the GU postcode as well, which is really GU is Surrey. She's put them here at Berkshire.
Yeah, exactly. So there is this.
Don't worry, we'll sort that out. That's not a problem.
Holyborn, or what is this? Alton. Yeah. I don't know this.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll sort it out. Remember, even if they are out of the region, we can just put them in the right sheet, and we should still be okay.
Yeah, that's all right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'll put that right. You don't need to worry.
Okay. So I've got in Hayes. There are some in Hayes and some in what's this?
Loads in Uxbridge as well. I can see.
Yeah.
But there are loads of them in Damir, this is way too many leads. We can't cover all of them. Okay.
I know.
So play with what you can and skip the ones that you can't, and we'll put them in the right sheet.
So I covered this Riceley Pepiner in this. I covered that
if
one.
If you want to, yeah. If you want to, remember, make sure you make notes of what happens. So if you go in there and meet, and they're showing some positive interest, put it on the sheet and arrange a call.
Okay.
If you didn't see them, put a postcard, write it on the sheet. We put a postcard.
Okay.
So we need to keep a track.
Okay.
Okay.
Tell me one thing on the list. There are a number of properties marked red in color, red or yellow, whatever. And that's the same one. This Berkshire one.
I will check and find out what the color means. Don't worry.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you tell me? So this is the only sheet because it says Berkshire, not Buckinghamshire.
Okay. So what I'll
Do you
tell you
have
what I'll do.
another Buckinghamshire or not?
So there is Berkshire, there's Buckinghamshire, and there's Surrey.
No, because I've got the access to this Berkshire one. That is a PN Berkshire Planning Gain. This
So
one
there's
I
one
have
Buckinghamshire
access
as
to.
well. There's one Buckinghamshire as well. I will
This,
give you access to Buckinghamshire as well. Remind me tomorrow, I'll give you access.
okay, good. Okay, thanks. Because I answered to this when you sent me, I answered that it's Berkshire, not Buckinghamshire, but you said it should be there. So I can actually from this sheet, because it's quite wide, I can just look this within
You can start working on it. Yes,
825
yes,
and a
yes.
little bit more this northern from Slough. I don't know. I can do that, but I don't know. You'll tell me. I'll first confirm with you.
Okay, remind me, and I'll give you access to the Buckinghamshire one
Okay.
as well, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I'll ask Nisha to put them right in terms of location, so there's no confusion.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. All right.
You know,
Going
when
back to
Nisha, sorry, could I speak to her or better you tell her? Because I asked her to put, let's say, one, because everything could be in one sheet. If she put Berkshire and Buckinghamshire or whatever.
yeah, no,
on the
I
side.
don't want to do that.
No,
I don't want to. I actually asked her to keep them separate.
I see. Okay.
Initially, it was just a one sheet. See,
okay.
what's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? The meat is, imagine in 6 months' time, especially when I'm back,
Yeah. Okay.
it's gonna become very chaotic, right? So
Yeah, well,
you could go and look at a deal,
Uh-huh.
and then the next person who's working in that region could do the same deal,
I
and
see.
then becomes a problem.
Yeah, well, true. No,
Okay,
because
so I don't want that. So I wanna
okay.
stick one person to one sheet.
Okay. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
all right.
Yeah.
No,
So
because
we'll do
you
that.
know, I was just thinking that if you have everything in one sheet, you can do the filtering with the area, and then you get just your sheet, your things. Because
Yeah,
I'm
no,
doing filtering. Okay.
we'll do that behind the scene. Don't worry, the meat.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah,
said,
okay, no
the last thing I want to do is, you know, three
Yeah.
people, four people
Okay,
looking
yeah.
at the same deal and
Yeah,
then
yeah,
approaching the landlord.
yeah, no, that's not the right approach.
So
Yeah, I understand.
okay. Let me take you back to your challenges, guys. Hi, Moro.
Okay.
Let me take you back to your challenges, okay?
Mhm.
See, if you observe my journey, okay, I am always inclined towards cash flow first. Okay?
Yeah.
Because without cash, you don't have oxygen to breathe. And if you don't have
Yeah.
oxygen to breathe, how are you going to do a big deal? Very,
Yes.
very simple.
Yeah.
There is no, like, this is common sense. Okay? I have pushed myself to a point where I don't have to worry about cash flow. Okay? I didn't just get here. Remember, I'm an immigrant. Okay? I didn't get here in a day. So even right now, when we are buying 14 more flats, I am still more inclined towards generating more cash flow. Okay, I'm investing lots of time to buy more properties so I can have more cash flow. Okay, you can't do bigger deals unless you have cash flow. So if you look at the sheet, which you don't have access to, let me just show you guys. There's another sheet which we are preparing, which no one has access to yet, which is our sheet actually. So can you see this sheet? Can you see this sheet?
So this we had before.
Yeah, so you don't have it now. Okay, this is a sheet for me and Nisha. Okay.
Yeah, I know.
So this sheet, we've got multiple sheets within one sheet. One of them is called block leads. Block leads means if there is a developer developing 9 or more units, we will be approaching them so we could manage it for them. The criteria for us is 9 or more units in a block. If they are 8, we are not taking them. Okay? Because I have to hire a manager to manage those blocks. And if it's single units of 4 or 5, or I can't afford to pay a salary to the manager. If it is 9 units, then let's say, imagine hypothetically on a conservative figure, each unit makes me 500 a month. Okay? 9 units would make 4,500. I can pay 2,000 to the manager. I can still walk away with 2,000 or 2,500. Okay? Now, this is the first sheet that you're looking at. These are the blocks. If you want a sheet like this, I can have that arranged for your region. So you can create your own cash. Now imagine these block leads. Look at the numbers. There's 138 of them. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay, so as a company behind the scene, we'll be approaching these to be able to take over. These are the ones that are either being built or I've already got the permission. So we are approaching them before they're even built. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. The second sheet is
no, that is I created because I was
you
playing.
Created a second one. Yeah, I don't know why. I was going to ask you why.
Your is this hotel leads. Because
but why have you created a duplicate?
This is duplicate. This is duplicate because I did some changes on it to be able to upload on the map. So it's the same like the before. So I did duplicate, you know, so you can delete it anyway.
Okay, okay. Well, it's only got what 10 deals on it, right? So it's not a lot of deals on it.
No, probably is filtered.
Okay.
Check with filters. Probably is filtered just for one area or for some criteria. I can't remember because I checked on the right. Check on the right.
Okay, anyway, we'll get to this one later. Don't worry, okay?
Yeah, it's all right.
Then
there is this hotel one.
Yeah, and then the hotel ones, it's again, our criteria is 30 or more rooms in a hotel.
Okay.
Because if it is 30 rooms, then I can hire a manager, pay the manager, and still make profits. Okay? Yeah. So I think there's about 30 leads there as well.
Just one question here.
Yeah.
You said that because there are a number of properties or these development deals, kind of block leads and hotel leads are in Milton Keynes. So you said it's better not to touch Milton Keynes because it's like already
saturated.
Kind of saturated, yeah.
Yeah, so it's saturated in terms of developments. I don't know if it's saturated in terms of hotels.
Okay.
Also remember, when you're taking a hotel for management, it doesn't really matter where it is, as long as the number stacks. So I'll give you an example, okay? Let's say if we take a hotel that is 30 or more rooms. For example, if you look at here, most of them are 30 or more rooms. So 51 rooms, 120, 30, 38, 251.
Okay.
Imagine we come across one which is, I don't know, even a small one, 38 rooms, right?
Okay.
And let's say it's a tired landlord. He doesn't want to sell because there's going to be a bit too much capital appreciation bill on his head. He'd rather keep it and give it to someone on rent or lease, yeah?
Okay.
A 38-bed hotel, if I put a manager on top of it, and if I oversee this hotel, I could walk away with, from my experience, I could walk away with about 50,000 in profits. Maybe a little more, maybe 70,000, 80,000, depending on where it is.
Monthly or yearly?
No, yearly.
Oh
yeah, yearly.
That would be really good, you know. 50,
but remember, you're still paying a manager to manage it. All you are doing it, do the deal as in agree the deal, bring the money, and then give to a manager to manage it, and you just oversee that everything is getting done properly. In that case, you're only doing maybe 1%. 99% gets managed by the manager. Okay? So going back to your challenges, guys, you want to acquire deals like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you look at why am I doing this? Because I know I'm coming back, and when I come back, I will be literally approaching these deals left, right, center, calls, visits, letters, postcards. I don't care how I find these people. I'm going to find them, and I'm going to go and start negotiating these deals. Okay. Now look at the chronological order of things. The first one is block leads. The second one is hotel leads. And they're both cash flow based.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the third one is for planning, gain, and developments.
Yeah.
Okay. This is again, I think they will overlap from this sheet to the one which is Berkshire. They will overlap.
Yeah, here are all of them inside.
Yeah.
I mean, both of them.
Exactly. So going back to your challenges, okay, you're not going to go too far unless you have oxygen, which is cash.
Yes.
Remember, I already am in a position where I have zero to worry about cash flow. Okay. You need to be doing these deals. And if you want to do them with me, by all means, if you want to do them yourself, that's up to you. If you don't have lots of money, then you need me. Okay. If you don't have lots of knowledge, then you need me. Okay. Yes, you can find other people. I'm not saying in an egoistic way. Okay.
Jack.
Yes.
Jack, hi. Sorry, Jack, I came in late because haven't had such a good morning. Anyway, no worries. I'm here now. So Jack, based on that, you would say the best thing to do would then be grab one of these deals, and while you have one of these deals on the side, you're getting the planning gain deals as well. Would you say that's fair?
The answer is yes. Here is the thinking pattern that most people don't realize. How is acquiring a hotel, remember minimum 30 beds, or acquiring a 9 flats in a block or more, or acquiring a planning deal, like a planning gain deal or a development deal different?
Same
just
method, right?
It's just the way the deal is, right?
Right,
At
right.
the core, the
right.
purpose remains the same.
Right.
Are you with me?
Yes.
Okay.
So in other words, Jack,
yeah.
No, I'm just trying to make sure, Jack, I understand, because so in other words, Jack, is acquiring a deal is acquiring a deal, regardless of the size of the deal. You're acquiring a deal, so the energy you're putting in.
No, let me rephrase this. Okay, it's not easy to rephrase this. So if you look at this as 3 different levels of deals, right? A hotel deal, cash flow.
Yeah.
Remember, you're not buying the hotel, you're only renting it or leasing it.
Yeah.
All you got to do is number stack. A block deal, you're not buying it, all you're doing is renting it. Yeah. And then you got the development deal, either it is planning gain or you develop it yourself, or a conversion deal. That one is a lump sum money.
Right. Gotcha.
And then you take that lump sum money and then you invest it back into something that's going to create more cash flow for you.
Right. Okay. I hear you now.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
But at the core, the purpose always remains is creating more cash flow and passive income.
Yeah. That's the name of the game. Yeah.
Okay. Because look, if I'll give you an example. Okay. Let's say you do a deal and you make $500,000 cash. What are you going to do with that money? Money doesn't mean anything, right? Leave it in your account. It depreciates by 10-20% every year.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Right? So you
have to put it back in
money and do another deal.
Yes.
And then it doesn't really matter what kind of deal you do. I would normally look at my situation and say, do I need more cash flow, or do I want to make more lump sum? And then I work according to this. Does that make sense?
Yes, perfect sense. In other words, Jack, so if I understand correctly, you get a deal, you make money from the deal. Let's say planning gain, Jack, me and you find the site, and the site goes, we apply for planning rights, we get the planning, blah, 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 X, Y, Z. At the end, we make a profit of $1 million. You take 500 grand, I take 500 grand. That money needs to go back to work, because if it doesn't, it's depreciating.
Exactly. And then what does it go work to? It goes to work towards whatever your situation might be.
Yes.
So if your
Yes.
station needs cash, you put it in a cash flow deal. But if your
Yes.
station doesn't need cash, then you put it in another development deal.
Yes. To make more. Yeah. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
To
Yeah. I
multiply
hear you.
that. So it doesn't really matter what kind of deal. Remember, my criteria, and yours can be different. Yours can be different. My criteria is a block of 9 flats or more. If it is 8 flats, I'm not taking it because I can't afford a manager. If it is a hotel, it's got to have 30 rooms or more. If it has
Right.
29 rooms, it's out of my criteria because I can't afford a manager.
Right.
And then a development deal, even if it's a small damn deal that's going to bring 100 grand, and I have to maybe do 2 hours of work for 3 months, I'll do it.
I hear
Because when you look at 2 hours of work for 3 months, that's 90 days. I've only maybe invested 200 hours or shy of 200 hours. And if I'm making 100 grand, I'm happy. Oh, sorry. Yeah. If I'm making 100 grand, I'm happy.
you. Yeah. No.
Okay?
No. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you.
That's a minimum one, right?
Mm.
I won't touch anything that's going to make 20 grand. I can't justify my own time to myself.
Yeah.
Okay?
I hear you. I hear you.
So you got to look at it and say, how does this apply to you? You don't have to take the same thing and apply it to you, but you look at it from your perspective. How does it apply to you? Remember, every step of the way, any deal that you do, you must know that you need to afford a manager. Because if you start managing it yourself, the difference between someone who can scale and someone who can't scale is working in the business and on the business.
On the business, I hear you, Jack. It has to be
I have
systemized.
made that mistake a big part of my life.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't need to be managing stuff yourself, right? You start managing it, you're never going to do big deals.
Yeah.
Because you just don't have the time.
Yeah.
It's very simple, right? You can either manage or you can make money. You can't do
No,
both.
Jack. And Jack, I personally know what you mean, Jack, because with these rooms that I'm doing, the guy Jack has given me more. He's paying me more, but he's giving me more responsibility, and I know exactly on the skin, as we say, Jack, what you're talking about. Because now I'm managing more rooms. I need to manage more tenants, and I'm thinking if I had someone to help me out, I'll be free to look for even other deals. So I know exactly what you're saying. It's hitting home. It's hitting home. Yeah.
All right. Okay. So the question is, what can I help you with? Like, I just need to understand what can I help you with to get going.
No, Jack,
me-
you mentioned it. You mentioned it. The hotel deal sounds very good to me, because
Okay.
yeah, it sounds very good to me, Jack, because of what you said. And I'm sorry,
Yeah.
Jack, I don't mean to cut you.
No. Please go ahead.
Because of what you said, Jack, you were saying if you go 29 rooms, you can't afford a manager. But if
Yeah.
you get 30, then you can. And the way I'm thinking, Jack, is that would be wonderful if I could work with a manager, because while the hotel is going, I'm getting some cash flow. I can now look for planning gain deals on the side.
Yeah.
That's my thinking, Jack. So you already said what I
Exactly.
wanted. Yeah, you said it.
All right. Okay. So my question to every one of you is, what is your next step? Where do you see your next step, and how can I help you?
For me,
So
Jack,
let's start with Moro. Moro,
Yeah, for me-
go ahead.
Okay.
For me, Jack, I can answer to you right now, Jack. It's finding one of these hotel deals, because this, Jack, will allow me to do what you were saying earlier, Jack, which is while the hotel deal is going and I'm working together with the property manager, I can then look and go find and focus on those planning gain deals and just keep that going. That to me, that sounds very, very good. That
Okay.
sounds very good to me. Yeah.
So
that sounds good
either
to me.
it is a block of flats. Don't
Yeah.
restrict yourself. Remember, even if you take a block of 9 flats, and each of them is making you 500 a month,
Yeah.
then you've got 4,500 a month coming in. You pay
Absolutely.
a manager £2,000, you still got 2,500 a month coming in. That's good.
You're good. Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's money coming in. Yeah.
That's money coming in. Okay, and I'm taking conservative numbers. Sometimes you can make 1,000 from flat. Sometimes you can even make 1,500 from flat.
Yeah, and of course the numbers go higher once you're making that kind of money. Of
Exactly.
course.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, Jack. I mentioned hotels, Jack, because the hotels was the first thing you said. But yes, hotels or block of flats, that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Bring in the manager in.
Yeah. So here is more of what you can do. Okay, suggestive. So I'm trying to make my tone suggestive. Okay.
Yes.
Come back to me and say, Jack, I'm looking for hotels in this region.
Mhm.
I will get my colleague to make a list for you in that region of
Okay.
30 or more rooms and 9 or more flats in a block. She'll make the list for you. You go and approach these guys. You
Mhm.
go and negotiate a deal alongside me. I will get you the money. We'll JV on a deal. We'll do it together.
Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
I will get you the money, irrespective. As long as the deal stacks,
Yeah.
I will get the money. Okay?
Yeah,
Good.
and I can use Jack pen as a we. I remember Jack in one of the
Exactly.
videos you were talking about that when you approach these people, don't say I, always mention
Yeah.
we, because it gives you more clout. Yeah.
Exactly. At the same time, when you make initial contact, don't talk numbers, don't try and don't dig deeper, because we still don't know the numbers. We need to understand who the person is. What does he actually want? Is he a tired landlord? Remember, if a person runs a hotel for 10 years, some may survive for 15 or 20.
Okay.
I can tell you they're psychologically already tired.
Jack, quick question on this, just a very quick one. Jack, is it a good idea to approach someone that a developer, Jack, that let's say Jack, they developed, I don't know, a block of 10 flats or maybe even 15, they're new, but he's having a hard time in, let's say, selling them? Is it a good idea to approach? The reason I asked, Jack, is because I'm part of a property group where one of the guys found a deal like this, where he reached out to a developer. It was a recommendation from a friend, and the developer, Jack, had just finished developing 15 flats. He was in just outside London, and this developer, Jack, was saying, look, it would be wonderful if a guy came in on a rent-to-rent, rented all these for me. I'm happy to sit back and be, quote unquote, Jack, property manager.
That's fine. Yeah, that's a good deal.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to ask Jack, because I always thought about that. And when
Yeah,
he mentioned the
that's a
deal,
good
I was like, let me pass that up by Jack, because I think, because that sounds good. Yeah. It was, Jack, it was 15,
Remember,
17 flats, 17 flats, Jack. 17 flats.
17 as in 17 or 70?
17. 17
Okay,
flats,
so
yeah.
imagine if it's 17 flats, okay?
Yeah.
Hypothetically, let's say it's £1,000 per flat rent.
That's 17,000 pounds. Yeah.
Yeah, hypothetically, I don't know where the location is, but let's say hypothetically £1,000. That's £17,000 rent.
Yeah.
Plus, let's say he asks you for a month's rent in advance. You need £34,000 to get started.
True. Very true.
Okay,
Very true.
I can get you that money.
Gotcha.
With a blink of an eye, I can get you that money.
Gotcha. Okay.
We put a decent contract in place. We go Airbnb. We put one manager up. A manager is going to charge us, let's say, £1,500, £2,000 a month. We make, let's say, even conservative figures, 500 a month from each flat. That's 17 into 5. That is 8,500. You pay even 2,500 to a manager. You still make £6,000 a month in net profits.
Which is good. Which is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that deal. That's a good deal. Yeah.
Yeah, and 6 months later, you've recouped all of your money. That's 34 grand or 36 grand or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
And then,
36,
and then
yeah,
after that,
36.
it's all profits. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all
Yeah.
profits. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then remember, even the month deposit, you eventually get it at the end, so you don't lose that.
You don't lose that. No, that's a good deal, Jack. Yeah. The way you broke
Okay.
that, yeah, that's a very good deal. Yeah.
That's how
I
you
can
gotta
see
look at it. Remember, like I said, either it is a block of flats, 9+ units, 30+ bedroom hotel, or it is a development deal, a planning gain deal. At the core, the purpose remains the same. The only thing that changes is how the deal gets done.
Right.
Okay. The good part of looking at a block of flats or a hotel is once you set it up and you put a manager, it's a lot more automated process. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you still have to oversee and make sure the money is not being stolen. There is effectiveness, there is efficiency in the deal. The manager isn't messing you around. The manager doesn't end up leaving and then you have to hire someone else. Yes, you still have to oversee every single time. That's the same with any business or any deal that you do, but you're still doing very, very, very little as long as you can find a reasonably good manager.
Yeah. No,
Okay?
Jack, that sounds good to me, Jack.
Very, very
That
little.
kind of deal.
Even if you make £2,000-3,000 a deal, you've got 10 deals lined up like that. You're making 20-30 grand a year.
Oh,
sorry,
100%.
20-30 grand a month.
A month, yeah.
Exactly.
And
Okay.
anyone can live on that.
And I can assure you guys, I can negotiate those deals for you. Okay? I can definitely get you the money. I can definitely negotiate those deals. You got to make initial contact, start this process. That's what you need to do.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, Jack, I'm up for that.
I can only go so far. Okay? Remember, I talked about scalability. Okay? My scalability model is I've hired a full-time person who's generating leads. I'm going to recruit more people in different regions. Okay? More like P and Partners program that you remember, right? And then, in fact, I have a separate person I've recruited just to look after the Partners program. Okay? His name is Om, so he's going to start looking after that from next week. So you guys will be between Nisha and Om. And then Om is going to make sure that he's recruiting more people and then overseeing the operations, while Nisha is going to do more technical work alongside you generating more leads. Does that make sense?
Yes, yes, it does.
Yeah.
So that, but I am eventually responsible, and I'm still overseeing everything. I'll still come into the picture to negotiate deals. I'll still come into the picture to bring more investors. I'll still come into the picture to make sure the deals are getting done. And then everyone is making profits at the back of that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, it does.
Okay. Again, I'm just taking you, it's almost like I want to show you the eagle view, that as long as you do your work, as in the sense of go approach these landlords, make initial contact, you literally, once you start to do that, and then even if you close like 2 or 3 deals a year, you're going to look back 2-3 years later and you'll be sitting on 10, 20, 30 grand a month.
Mm. Yeah.
Okay. You don't need to close 20 deals a year. You need to close 2 deals a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moro, are you clear on what you need to do as in next steps?
Very clear. All I have to do is obviously work together with you.
Yeah, cool. So come back to me. I'll put you in touch with Nisha. She
Yep.
will generate the leads for you in your region.
Mhm.
Whichever deals you need, either it is blocks, hotels, or planning gain deals. She will do all 3 for you if you want. And then you go from there. And then I will come into the picture when you've made initial contact and you want to negotiate.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Sounds good.
I'm very good with
Anara,
Okay.
do you know
Mhm.
your next
Yes.
steps?
Next step, it is, I send you leaflet, my leaflet. If you can put in our community, it will
I
be step
replied to you,
1.
Anara. I replied to you. You sent me the wrong size.
Oh, sorry, wrong size.
Yeah,
Oh,
I did tell you I replied to you.
I didn't. It's good I asked because I'm waiting and I just, okay,
No,
I will check.
I
Mhm.
replied to you immediately saying it's not the size that I need. I need a different size. And also the format of the picture is wrong as well. You need a JPEG.
JPEG, okay, JPEG. Because I do
And
this,
I've written the size as well.
everything I started to do recently, all this stuff for me, it's new, but it's good I started.
Here is something interesting for you, Anara. Okay, so you guys can see through. You guys can see through, okay? Providing a service and even charge, let's say you charge £1,000 an hour.
Okay.
Okay, let's say you charge £1,000 an hour.
Mhm.
And you go out there and you pitch for service, right?
Yes.
Let's say you get 1 hour a day, because you're not going to get lots of people approaching you, paying you that kind of money, right? Yes, no?
Yes.
Now compare that to doing deals like this. It's a lot better because they're a lot more profitable, because once you set them up in motion, you'll keep making profits at the back of that without having to worry. Well, there's always a slight bit of worry, but you know what I mean. Why am I sharing this with you? Because a lot of people are focused on providing a service and charging an hourly rate. And then they come back and say, well, we're not making enough money, because that's the wrong business model. Okay.
What should I do?
Well, if you want to carry on providing a service, that's up to you.
No,
Observe me.
It's not. It's number 1. We already started. I will change JPEG and size and just see what happened.
Okay, so Nara,
number 2, I like your idea about more than 9 blocks and hotels. I really would love if I have addresses. I will go. I will double check with you, and I will go and I will try to negotiate and work with you in this 1 and 2 cash flow steps. It is blocks of flats more than 9 and hotels more than 30. I really like this approach because I feel like I have to do something. I feel it's time. Yeah.
Okay, so did you get my point of providing a service in comparison to doing a deal?
To doing deal is more stable. You know, you will get money every month. Yes,
That is
with
true. Yeah.
providing services, it can come.
It's like running
and-
on a treadmill. It's like running on a
Yeah.
treadmill. You're always looking for people who can sign up with you and give you money. Okay?
Yes, yes, and it's all nervous, and you don't know what will be tomorrow. How can I pay for my
Exactly.
stuff, or how I will live? Yeah, it just ball just to try, because I have to do it. But the main thing,
Let me share with you something interesting, okay? So you can see
Yes.
through.
Mm-hmm,
I have 4 staff members that work here, okay, from India. I have about 5 more members that work from UK, okay? Different structures of pay, different. Why do you think I can afford them?
Because you have cash flow, enough cash flow.
Yes, that's one reason. Why else? Because I am not sitting on a treadmill providing a service. I close one deal, a one medium-sized deal pays the salary of everyone for the whole year. One medium-sized deal. So even if I don't close the deal every month, and 6 months later I'm still paying salaries, okay? I'm still not worried. I'm still not worried. Because I just need to close one deal and it will pay the salaries of everyone involved. One single transaction. And I definitely close more than one deal a year. Okay?
Yes.
Again, it's not rocket science, it's just common sense and looking at your business model and saying which one works. You set up in motion 9 blocks of flats or more.
Yes.
You sign one a year. Let's say you're not good at sales, you're not good at networking, you sign one a year. 3 years later, you will have 3 blocks of flats of, let's say 9, that's 27 flats. And even if one makes you 2,500 a month, that's 30,000 a year. Yeah,
Yes.
30,000 a year. 3 years later, you'll be on 90,000 a year.
Yes.
I am talking very conservative figures. Each unit can sometimes make 1,500 a month. I'm calculating this at 500 a month. Okay? You don't need to be amazing at sales. You don't need to be amazing at any of this. You just need to put this in motion so you can start to close some deals. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I would love hotels, and I would love blocks of flats. Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna come to you, Damir, and then I'll share something interesting. So,
Yes.
what is your next step, Damir?
Yeah, well, seems clear. No.
Clear. Okay, good. Here is one thing that I can share with you that none of you do, or at least none of you do effectively. Okay. So here is one thing that you don't do effectively. Okay. Which is connecting with people. I'll tell you what I mean by that. And I've done this previously, but I want to remind you because you're not doing this effectively.
Okay.
Now, can you see in my phone contact list, there's 12,376 people, 79? 79. 12379. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, you can check the name. It's 12379. Yeah.
Oh God. Yeah.
I understood that you do business with people
Yeah.
a long time ago, about 20 years ago. So I started saving numbers about 20 years ago. Okay. I still do business with people that I connected about 20 years ago. I have literally 2 people full-time working for me doing networking. Okay. Even right now, when I'm sitting and I haven't got any urgent work, I'd still go and do networking. Okay. Go and check my Facebook, go and check Instagram, go and check all of this stuff, right?
Yeah. Okay.
The reason I do it is because when you need money,
Mhm.
that comes from a human being.
Yeah.
You need to connect with human beings.
Exactly.
When you need a deal, let's say you need a deal from a landlord
Mhm.
in your local region, the more people you're connected to, the more people know you,
Mhm.
the easier it gets to negotiate those deals.
Yeah.
Okay, so imagine you approach a landlord, and let's say you know someone five doors away from him. Okay,
Mhm.
if
Yeah.
that landlord has been in that building for 10 years or 20 years, the likely is he would know that person.
Mhm.
Okay,
Sure.
you can tell this person, like, do you know this guy? First, find out if he likes the guy or not. If he
Mhm.
doesn't like the guy, don't talk about it. Okay,
Oh, okay.
let's say he likes the guy. You say, look, I've known this guy for a year, and we met, we met here, and we talked about this. That's what you call common ground to talk about.
Mhm.
And then that person, the person that both of you know,
Mhm.
can now recommend your name. Can you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah, yeah, true. Yeah.
You need to connect with people in your local region, so you become that the most well-known person in your space in your region.
Mhm.
Okay, I will repeat this so you can see through. Okay, the number of times I've walked into a bar or a pub or a restaurant in Slough or Middlesex, because these are the two regions I've lived in for 20 plus years.
Mhm.
The number of times people have walked up to me and said, we've watched your videos,
Mhm.
is like, I can't even count. Okay,
Mhm.
I post regularly, I connect with people regularly, I serve the community, people know me. And
Mhm.
because people know me, exactly the reason I can sit on this session and I can say with a lot of confidence that I can bring you money. Do you think I have all the money sitting in my account?
Probably.
No.
The only reason I can say this is because I've connected with enough people to say I can, in most cases, bring the money. Can I bring money in all cases? No.
Mhm.
Can I bring money in most cases? Yes, as long as the deal stacks. And the only reason I can do this is because I connect with people locally. You call this networking. There's a reason it's called Property Entrepreneurs Network.
Yeah, true.
Okay? You're
Mhm.
not going to build a business without networking, without connecting with people and
Yeah.
bringing them into your community, guys. Okay?
Mhm.
Moro, sit down and compare the business models that you're working on
Mhm.
with what I'm talking about. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
Find one single deal,
Yeah.
negotiate the deal,
Mm-hmm.
don't charge a percentage, charge an overage on the value you bring. So if a deal is
Okay.
going to make someone 30,000 a year,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
right, in profits,
Okay.
after paying a manager, I can easily charge £15,000 overage as sourcing fee.
Mhm.
Ah.
How much? 50?
15,000.
1-5.
1.5.
Yeah, 6 months profits. Remember, you're looking at those profits after paying a manager. If you remove the manager, hypothetically from a block of flats,
Yeah.
they can make £15,000 in 3 months.
Yeah. True.
True. True. Very true. Yeah. Yeah. I hear you.
Finding deals like that is like a piece of cake.
Mm.
So whatever business you're working on right now, and look at the effort you put in, and look at the
Yes.
effort that you need to put in here,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be surprised. You can, I mean, I'm being still very conservative, right? When I work actively, and I'm not working actively at the moment, right? When I work actively, I make £1,000 a day like a piece of cake.
Mm.
Piece of cake, right? I give it a little bit of push, I can make 2,000 a day. And I'm talking about average. It's not like I wake up every day and I make £1,000 a day. But the average through the year, I can easily make that money.
Gotcha.
Okay? Now compare that with whatever you are doing and the effort that you put in. I don't even put a lot of effort in. I work 7-8 hours a day. Yes, I may work longer, but 7-8 is the max.
Yeah.
Okay? Guys, I'm not exaggerating. This is just common sense, okay? Every time I've sourced a deal, I look at the value I bring on the table and I charge a overage based on the value.
Yeah.
I remember I actually negotiated a deal which didn't quite go through, right? This was a deal that was going to bring profits for the buyer at about $500,000. Okay. And it was actually a little over $500,000. So I turned up to him and said, I'm going to charge you 50 grand. He said, well, I'm not paying 50 grand. Fine, I'll take it to someone else. I'm charging you 10% of the value that I'm bringing you.
Yeah.
You keep
Yeah.
90%. I'm going to keep 10%. You don't want to pay me 10%? That's fine. I'll give it to someone else. I will ask you this question. If I bring you a deal that's going to make you $500,000, and I say, I'm going to charge you 50 grand in sourcing fee, would you say yes or no?
I'd say yes.
Not rocket science, is it?
Yeah, exactly. It's not hard to think about that one. Yeah.
That deal went to legals last minute. The buyer pulled out. It didn't quite happen. But I do deals like that all day long. Even these hypothetically 14 flats that I'm buying in partnership with someone else, but I'm charging a sourcing fee to him to become a partner. Does that make sense?
Yes. Yes.
So even before, like the day I close the deal, I get the sourcing fee in share value in terms of equity in the deal itself as a profit. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, it does.
Only because I know how to find deals. And once I remember I shared this some time ago, right? About it was like a month ago. I said, if you don't know how to find your own property deals, you don't know property business. And the day you know how to find these property deals yourself, you literally do become a property entrepreneur. Okay? So focus, get everything in motion. I have a full-time assistant working, generating leads for you. You go and approach them. I will negotiate alongside you. I'll bring the money. You go and manage those deals. And then everyone is winning in the picture. Raise your hand if you know what I mean.
Oh, yes.
2 hands.
Two hands. No, hands and feet.
Yeah.
Hands and feet, Jack. Hands and feet.
Okay? Hands and feet. So please, guys, start networking, and don't just network as in sense you spoke with someone. Bring them into your WhatsApp group.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Anara, you have Surrey.
Yes.
Moro, you have South East.
Yes, southeast. Yes.
Right.
Yes, southeast. Yep.
Southeast. And Damir, you have, I think, Berkshire, right?
I've got this. The other one.
You've got Berkshire.
Berkshire now. Okay.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not about now. It's about so guys, remind me, and I will check who has which group. Okay, so just to make sure that you're admin, so you can add people.
I started with what's this one? Middlesex.
Yeah, so you started with Middlesex. So shall I stick you to Middlesex for now?
I can do Berkshire as well. Yeah. Well.
Okay, like I said, I'm not sure if how active Farouk is, but you can lead Middlesex for now, and then we'll flow with the time.
Farouk is which area is Farouk?
He is in Slough.
Slough is Berkshire.
Most of Slough is Berkshire, yes.
Yeah. So you said it's about Buckinghamshire.
Half of Slough is Berkshire.
Half of Slough is Berkshire, and then Buckinghamshire is the other half, or what?
Yes, yes.
I see. No, because you were telling me this Buckinghamshire to
yeah.
pay
So
attention
Slough. So to give you an example, okay, the SL postcodes.
Yeah.
You've got Slough. It covers Slough. It covers Ivor. It covers Windsor. It covers Maidenhead.
Yeah.
There's lots of councils in there. But half of, from where I'm looking at it, quite a bit of Slough is Berkshire, and I think some of it goes into Ivor, which is a part of Buckinghamshire.
Ivor is Buckinghamshire. Okay, this
Ivor is Buckinghamshire, yes.
I see. Okay.
But Ivor does not come in Slough, even though when you look at the map, Ivor is Slough.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Local knowledge.
Logically, yes.
Local knowledge, yeah.
But you know, somehow it was cut out.
It is, yeah. So just give me 1 second. I'm gonna recording.